And a very happy Wednesday morning, everybody. Wednesday, September 22nd, 2022. The best at sea cruise and travel news update brought to you by the Snood Factory, www.thesnoodfactory.com, your home for Made in USA clothing to keep your pooches and your puppies warm. Tom Drake on board Ruby Princess in a very noisy Vancouver, Canada. The update is late today because I decided to wait and have that beautiful backdrop. The city of Vancouver. You might hear now one of the float planes taking off. If you've never been to Vancouver, it is a gorgeous city, and excited to be back. Just wish that the cruise director on loan was with me, because we have a favorite restaurant down there by the steam clock that we go to. More information than you need. Let us get to the update, but before that, if today is your birthday, you share. Now we got helicopters. We are busy. You share your birthday with H.G. Wells, the very famous writer. He was fantasy before fantasy was cool. Of course, he wrote War of the Worlds. I'll get to that in a minute. But, you know, when I do this on this day, I read up about H.G. Wells. He was quite a guy. His first wife was his cousin, and he lived in England, not Kentucky. But, you know, folks, they also said he could see the future. In his writings, he predicted tanks. He predicted space travel. He predicted the internet. He didn't predict $5 gas prices or record inflation, but, you know, how far ahead could he go? He also was quite the lover. He had women all over the world and many, many children. It wasn't just his imagination that was quite active. He was quite the stud, but look at him. It must have been his brain. That's what I can think of anyway. And of course, he wrote War of the Worlds. And we all know that, people of our age, that Orson Welles did a reading of that on the radio and scared the hell out of everybody because they thought the Martians were coming. And they said, well, if the Martians are coming, we need to build a wall. Oh, will you stop? Let's get to the update. Since I'm on Princess and they are paying me, I thought I should be a good guy and do a couple of Princess stories. This week, the Coral Princess will return to Kangaroo Island. It's in Australia. I've been to Australia several times. I've yet to go to Kangaroo Island. I've been to Thursday Island, but we got there on Friday. Everybody left on Thursday. There was nobody there but two drunks and a one-armed koala. But Kangaroo Island looks like a good place to go. Add it to your bucket list. And of course, there they are. The kangaroos, they're hopping all over the place. So Princess heads back there for the first time in 2.5 years. As you know, Australia was shut down longer than anybody, Australia, New Zealand. So good luck to the people on Coral Princess. They're going to see people hopping around besides the crew. Also, Princess, they announced some of the deal, what's going to be on the Sun Princess. You know I don't use a script. Okay, thank you. I make that very clear on a day like today. The Sun Princess, the latest build is 175,000 tons. It's the largest princess ship ever built. Is being built by, guess who? Fincantieri in Italy. And in fact, it'll be the largest ship ever built in Italy, because most of the Royal Caribbean stuff are usually built in Finland. 175,000 tons, 4,400 guests, a 3-level atrium, all kinds of bells and whistles, some kind of a geometric dome. You can find it online. But it will be all state-of-the-art of the brand new Sun Princess coming out in 2024, and it will be liquid natural gas powered. There are 11 ships in the Carnival fleet being built across all the brands, and they will all be LNG. Which leads to the final story. It has to do with the words Fit for 55. You see, you have to have a slogan in the world of climate change and everything. And Fit for 55 is a program that the EU has rolled out already. And basically it says that by 2030 that you will achieve 55% savings in your target emissions. You know, we're going for zero by 2050. The EU wants 55% by 2030. They had another meeting at the Sea Trade Conference over in the Med, and one of these spokespeople from the EU. Here's the problem with this, and I'm not an expert. Read up on your own. It's like everything else, the cart before the horse. They want 55% by 2030. You achieve that by hydrogen power, liquid natural gas power, shore power, biofuel, methanol. Here's the problem. All these older ships, they're not set up for that. They're not set up for shore power. They're not set up for ethanol. They're not set up for any of this. And the EU has been very clear. The ports that they control, if you haven't achieved that by 2030, you're not going there. So now the ports are scrambling to figure out what the hell they can do. As an example, Port Canaveral has liquid natural gas. They have a barge the only LNG barge on the east coast of the United States. So the ships that are LNG powered have to go out of Port Canaveral. Miami is installing shore power. Once they have shore power in there, then that's perfect, because the ships can pull in, get out their plug, hey, where's the outlet? But if you're not set up, here's the point. I don't know if they can do it in 8 years. So in Europe, you might see a lot of ports closed to many ships because they simply don't qualify for the EU standards. And I have a problem with government and bureaucracy because they just have ideas and no execution. And if I keep talking like this, I'll be the one executed. And that is today's Soapbox Derby, an update from the beautiful port of Vancouver. Tomorrow, equally beautiful, will be in Victoria, British Columbia. A gorgeous stop. Having a good time in the Ruby Princess. I hope you're having a good time. There's my plane. Have to go. See you tomorrow.